Alright, are we in business? Let's go ahead and do a sound check real quick. Testing. Testing. Okay, I hear myself there just fine. We're good to go. So I did not get to do most of the things that I said I was going to get done last time. I did not get to test out the, what's it called? The thing in the Mastery Relics. The 5% versus 10% thing. Well, we can open the menu and show it right here. I did not get to test Elemental Touch 2 to see if it's from 5 to 10% or if it's 5 plus 10%. So I'm gonna hold off on this yet again until I've had some free time to play around with it. I probably could have done it if I had remembered to earlier today, but oh well. I completely forgot. Speaking of things I forgot, when I logged off last week, I didn't... like, something felt off. It felt like it was too easy getting the post-stream tasks done, and I was questioning myself. I was thinking, was it always this easy to get things done after a stream? And the answer was no. No, it wasn't, because I forgot to highlight the previous stream. I just did that a few minutes ago, just before it expired. Thankfully, I caught it in time. But worst case scenario, it would have been on the VODs channel anyway. Speaking of which, I need to get on that. We've got today's stream and the past 2 streams still need to be uploaded. They're ready to go and everything. I just want to finish editing the Battle Network 2 review first. I'm about 60-ish% of the way through the final edits, so should be able to get it done by worst case scenario tomorrow night, but probably tonight after this stream. I'm just gonna go straight into it. It's mostly just adding some text at this point. Okay, now then, where were we with regards to this? This was right in front of a boss room, if I remember correctly. Or at least, I'm expecting it to be a boss, because, come on, we've done this before. This is screaming boss fight. That's why we held off on it. Was there anything else of note? We learned a new spell, not last time, but before last time. And that is... let's see. Was it here? Yeah, Chain of Souls, which can deal damage and temporarily immobilize all nearby enemies. I think I tried it on some bats that I came across and it didn't seem that effective, but I'll try to remember and play around with it. I'll try to remember playing around with it later. Temporal Field. Magic button with dashing. Okay. And then we unlocked this thing last time. Arcane Power increases damage from all staff bursts and Spellweaver spells. So I'm thinking of going for this one. But I think I wanted to see what this thing is because I'm almost level 40, is that right? No, I'm quite a ways away from level 40. So yeah, I think it was... I wanted to go for this, but wanted to hold on to the points to test this out, and forgot to test this out. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and take this. We'll earn that second point soon enough. Actually, is there anything that needs level 40? And that needs level 40. Whatever this is, I have to buy this first anyway, so sure. And we should be able to get another mastery relic by some point today. Leveling up just once in the span of 2-ish hours. That shouldn't be too hard to achieve. Alright, time to see what we're up against. Oh. Is this thing gonna come out and attack us? Twin boss? I see, like, schematics, or not schematics, but, like, something in the background there with, like, drawings of Barrage.
This place doesn't feel right. Chief, it appears to be their main laboratory. Surely if we look at their research. Tone down the chit-chat, Bayou. I say we should take a peek at Baydral's studies. That's literally what I said, man. Chief, there are all sorts of things here, and all of it is beyond insanity. Focus on what matters, the curse of the Barrage. But our problem is nothing compared to his other plans. Bayou, what are you talking about? Have you seen those murals?
Murals, that's the term.
Have you seen those murals? It looks like he's trying to hybridize saltwater and freshwater feasts. I must say, it does look a bit sinister. Is that Half-and Dam? What was that? Is it Baydral? We've been to every part of his laboratory and he hasn't turned up anywhere. Mr. Soldierman, would you mind taking a look? Shouldn't we go with him? I think figuring out what's going on here is more important right now.
Sure thing, coward.
Don't take your eye off those manuscripts. So please, if it's Baydral, tell us.
I guess I can talk to them.
I still don't know what he plans to do with the dam, but it doesn't look good. Can you check what that noise was while we try to figure this out?
Is he gonna unleash a bunch of water with whatever substance he's discovered and have it affect all the feasts, maybe?
There's several lifetimes worth of work here. Baydral certainly hasn't beaten about the kelp. I hope he doesn't mind if we make a bit of a mess of it.
Beaten about... Oh, I guess that's their aquatic equivalent of the phrase beating around the bush. Okay, I get it now. I was about to say, is this some sort of new saying that I'm unaware of? But no, it's the feast version of beating around the bush. Yep, that's a boss door, alright. And it's Baydral. Okay, so let me try and remember how I kept this guy's voice distinct from Silber's voice. I mean, they're very similar, but there is a subtle difference.
Meddlesome cretins!
Let me try that again.
Meddlesome cretins! You should stay in that beloved city of yours, while you still can. Did you think we feast would spend the rest of our existence in a world like this? You're just as naive as I was in the past, but you'd best start forgetting about your feeble structures. Now it'll be you who will have to adapt to my world. Because soon there will be nothing but ruins under the raging storm of my revenge. Mwahahaha!
Oh, I guess he was evil after all. And I see we're gonna have to turn into a slime for some parts of this fight. Oh, I see bubbles down there. Okay. Let's just observe for now and... Ooh. Okay, can cause bleeding. Good to know. Okay, so far not too bad. Does a ton of damage, but not too bad so far. But you know it's gonna get worse once we start chipping away at his health. Wait, what? That's not right. Okay, the mouth is... That is quite the interesting bug. We've just got normal music instead of the boss music. Okay, let's switch to probably electricity as its weakness. That's quite the interesting effect there. Hopefully this reset will fix the music. Because I heard bits and pieces of it. It was trying to load and then... Yeah, just like that. Great, as if I didn't need another reason to not like this area. We don't even get treated to the amazing boss music in this area. We don't even get the boss music. That's no fun. Well, probably what would fix it is if I just reload. Now let's see what your new moves are first. Oh, right. I have to watch out for the dive. Maybe if I sit still, the music will load properly. Let's see. Nope. Okay, don't go anywhere near those corners. And it's called Project S. I forgot to read the name on it. Okay, let me see if I can load another game. And then we'll skip through the dialogue and see if that fixes it. Actually, yeah, let me save as electric so that I don't have to keep changing to it every time I retry the fight. I hope this works. Because if not, then we're just gonna have to deal with the music being bugged out. Because I'm not gonna repeat all this every single time. Oh wait, did it eat him? Oh, great. Oh no. Are we gonna have to bubble our way up? Oh, slime. Got it. Okay, I got lucky there. Ow. And I can't even see it. Okay. Moment of truth. Yes, it did fix it. Ow. Okay, it hits hard. Noted. You can barely tank anything from it. Oh no. No. I mean, at least the clumsies heal me when I kill them. That's a crit. Nice. Thought I dashed out of that, but oh well. Less than half health, alright. Oh no. Is it going to attack up here? Oh yes it is. Okay. Message received. Where are you? Oh, no more bubble warnings. Well, sometimes no more bubble warnings. Okay, healing. Nice. Okay, not a bad boss fight. Performance-wise, anyway. I thought it was gonna do the thing. Man, I keep jumping, wanting to attack in midair, but... Oh. Okay. So I need to wait. Oh. Well... nice surprise for the end. I was about to be disappointed because it felt like it was going a little too well. Man, I thought I had the timing on that just right. I wasn't paying attention there. But I have noticed a pattern with the little bubble warning down there. I'm not surviving this one. Just kill me. So yeah, you see that over there. So when the bubbles become more intense like that for a split second, that's when it's just gonna jump vertically out of the water. But when the bubbles just kind of do that for a split second and then disappear all of a sudden, that's when it's gonna come out of one of the holes, is what I've noticed. Hey, the music fixed itself. Yeah, so here it's gonna come out of a hole. I keep on air dashing there, but it's just not working. Okay, yeah, that's the jump. Okay, out of the hole. Yep. Okay, one of those hits landed. I'll take it. Easier to get up there when it's before the electricity starts riding up. It's nice that it doesn't attack me while it's up there. Oh. Okay, I get it. You want me to go around it like this. Okay, not a terrible boss fight. In terms of it being doable, but in terms of it being a fun challenge, it's okay, I guess. I felt like previous boss fights were better. I wouldn't say this was a bad boss fight challenge-wise. Except for, of course, that last part, the bubble part. I don't like the bubble puzzles. We've been over this numerous times. Was there anything hiding up there? Might as well climb up and see. But yeah, I can see it giving people trouble if they don't notice, like, the patterns. But for me, it was not that much of a challenge. It would have been nice if it did. Let me think. How would I make it a better boss fight for me? Well, I was able to easily manipulate it just by where I was standing whenever it was under the water. So, what would have been better, what would have made it a little bit more of a challenge, is if I had, when I goad it into popping up in this middle hole, maybe have something going on in these other two holes. I'm not sure what, though.
Hello again, soldier. I was trying to help our friends find what they were looking for. But I don't understand a word of these writings, to tell you the truth. Of course, they're in Feast.
Okay, so Feast is a species and a language, apparently. Which... let me think. Is there... Can I think of, like, a country where the name of the country is also the name of the language? The closest thing I can think of is Germany and German, but even that is not quite right. I would have, like, added a suffix to it. I don't know, Fecian or Fecinese or something. But it's whatever.
It was Baydral, right? He was there.
Really?
Will he help us?
Where is here? I think it's where is he.
Where is he? Bayou, I don't think he's there anymore.
And I guess it's implied that we said something.
Really? Seriously? I've ended up behind again. I knew I was taking too long. Well, I can't complain. It's been exciting, to be honest. What will you do now without that scientist of yours?
Oh, right. He did get eaten by that shark, it seemed. It did seem that he got eaten by the shark in that cutscene. Either that or he was piloting it. The first time I saw it, I thought he got into the shark and was like piloting it, but I guess he was eaten by his own creation. Or maybe that's what he wants us to think. But man, I thought he was going to be like one of the good guys, one of the important people. Because we've been to the library. We've read about how he and I'm blanking on their names. The owl alchemist guy and the lady that we haven't met yet. Man, I've forgotten the names of the characters. We'll meet them again soon and it'll all come back to memory. I remember some of the names. Like, I remember this guy's older sister is the captain of all the mages, Sirfiel. Red hair guy who was with us in the pyramid, I think was Adamant. I remember there was an A in it. And then, what was the name of the guy with the horse? The horse was Urka. What was the guy's name? Uter. And of course, we can't forget General Brigard. Okay, where were we? Oh, right.
What will you do now without that scientist of yours? Chief? We have no other choice, Bayou. We'll stay here to find the cure for the barrage, and we'll take it to the land of the waterfalls. I suppose this is goodbye, then. Without Baydral, Hafen City is saved. The earthquakes have stopped, and the dam will no longer burst. Will you be all right here? We spent so long thinking we were cursed. Once we arrived here, we discovered that Baydral, a legend in our world, had become twisted over the years, a recluse in this place, and that his magic was, in reality, science that turned us into horrible monsters. It's not what we expected, but we've learned a lot.
Well, I mean, now that you know it's science, you can probably fix it with science. That's the hope.
We'll stay here for a while, and then Bayou will take all these discoveries to our home. Of course I will. Thank you for everything. You humans aren't so bad.
Thank you both.
Well,
I keep on forgetting how to get into the voice that I have for him. Vermilion over here. Because, like, I have an idea of what I want it to sound like in my head, but it feels like the past couple lines I've read from him are just a little bit off from what I was doing before.
Well, thank you all. I'm feeling more capable by the minute. Take care. Hey, soldier, how about a race to Hafen? We've got good news to deliver.
Was there anything in this direction? Like, he walked this way, but is there now a way up? Well, the map implied there was a way up. Right? If you look at the map, yeah, the map implies there's a way up. I guess he's able to climb that way because... Oh, elevator. Of course. Where are we now? Oh, this was the door that was closed off before. Yep. Alright, now we can walk in through this path if we want to. And I think that gives us... Oh, wait.
I'm sorry, it's not safe to enter Hafen's sewers due to the large number of monsters we've recently discovered there. Please be patient while we investigate.
Is that gonna crack open the... Because we can get to it from the other side. But maybe while they investigate, they crack open that one little hole that might finally connect to... Let's see. Yeah, this blue area that I still can't seem to gain access to. Alright, let's heal up, and let me see. I interrupted myself. What was I saying a minute ago? Right, going down this way, I believe leads to one of those bubble puzzles right under the Forest of Fear. If I'm not mistaken. Unless I already did that during that one stream where I had no idea what to do and... Oh my goodness, what's going on? Let me finish my thought first. So, what was I saying? There was a bubble puzzle in this area, but I might have already done it because there was one stream where I still didn't know what it was I needed to do in that left half of, you know, the center of the sunken lab, for lack of a better term. And I remember we did exploration in the pyramid and the bottom half of the spider lair map, but I don't remember if I explored here.
So the order is final.
Ratatosk.
They're not taking any chances. This unknown plague has the higher-ups on edge.
So many souls will be lost.
No, they'll simply meet their fate sooner, as will all of the misfits this planet harbors.
They're gonna nuke the planet?
I understand. That way they'll kill two birds with one stone.
Questioning something, Liandris?
No, only that...
You've lost a Valkyrie. Nothing like that has ever happened before. They don't want to take any more risks by leaving you here.
Oh, they're making all the Valkyries leave. And if the Valkyries are not here anymore, something about that will put all the souls here at risk? Is it just because they won't be there to oversee and like resolve disputes and stuff like that? I mean, they haven't been doing that. Oh, and I just remembered the owl guy's name, Jivan. Now I just need to remember that third Hafen founder's name, Lady something. Anyway.
What will happen if Yggdrasil is discovered? Planting it was in violation of the agreement.
We've come across Yggdrasil symbolism in Hafen City, so that's not a new word to us.
Once I destroy the tree, there'll be no one left to judge that.
Do what you have to.
Get them away from Terragaya. I'm not going to waste any more time.
Soldier, do not be afraid. Come closer.
I love how we instinctively duck.
It seems that fate wanted you to be here at this moment. Did you see the creature that just left? At the center of this world, there is a tree that may be familiar to you. Yggdrasil. I'm sure that on your world, you've heard of it or even managed to see it.
And I think we read in a book that every world has an Yggdrasil. I think. That's something we read, right? Either that or I'm mixing it up with the story of another game.
Once planted, Yggdrasil supports the very foundations of the world until it dies, causing an explosion so large it takes the entire planet with it.
So they are nuking the planet.
That monster's purpose is to accelerate the process by devouring the tree's roots.
Right. Right, I remember the name Ratatosk being associated with that.
If you want to save the lives of your friends and everyone else's, you'll have to stop him before he reaches Yggdrasil's roots. Not so fast. You cannot enter the depths of this world yet. The heat is too great for you to survive. Find a way to protect yourself against the high temperatures, and I will open the temple door for you myself. The entrance is located west of here.
Is it the place we fought that Minotaur with Brigard?
Hurry, human, your time is running out.
Which in practice means we get to explore as much as we like. Uh-oh, Melian. Oh no, he's gonna get himself in trouble. Got any maps for us, Mr. Scribbles?
I'll never confuse your armor with another Tin Man's, yes? Don't worry, I always keep several copies of all my maps. I shall keep them until you decide you're interested.
Got anything new? Nope. Okay, exit that menu. And then there was a bubble puzzle down here. Okay, it looks like I did do it. And yeah, find a way to protect myself against the heat, you say. What about the fruit from that one ice tree thing? We never did find a purpose for it. Maybe that's what it is. Also, there was... yeah, this room over here. I remember there was a chest in the background buried in, like, some sort of crystal amber thing. I think I want to try and see if I can do anything with that. I probably can't, but let's warp to that save point. Is it this one? I don't even know which one. Well, there's only 3 to choose from. Oh, definitely not this one. Nope, not this one. Okay, it's this one. I was expecting the boss fight to take up like an hour. I've got your weakness now. That was fun. Revenge against the kobolds! Is there anything down here? Doesn't look like it. Oh! I can freeze these things? Oh yes. I came at just the right time. Lacrima Fragment, that's 4 out of 4. HP boost. Alright. If I can freeze these, do I now have some sort of new interaction with that tree? With the one I was just talking about with the whatever that ice ball was called. Okay, they just explode on their own after a short while. No? It seemed like they were just exploding on their own. I guess not. Okay, glad I came over here. Okay, now it shows up on the map. So there are hidden chests. That's what this establishes. I know it was mean, but I couldn't resist. I don't think any of this is going to help with our race against Uter. Were there any bubbles that I could use during that race? I don't think so. Wrong combination of buttons. But hey, I guess this would be helpful against those, what were they even called? I've forgotten. It's been so long since I originally fought them. Oh! Very good way to mow down grass. How about that? And other foreground objects, of course. I think from here I can warp to the top of the snow peak. No? Is it a separate region? Or it might have been over here. Yeah, Blizzard Peak, that's what it was called. So yeah, I wonder if I have a different interaction with the tree if I hit it with ice. Frost fruit, that's what it was called. Okay, that's one way to destroy a snowman, I suppose. And then fire melts these things. Test this out on some other snowmen. Okay. Yeah, with fire they just absolutely melt, and then with sand and electricity they just kind of explode on contact. Oh, but there is like a pile of snow that remains. Come on. Over here was the one I melted, no trace of it. So yeah, I guess water is no different from any of those other elements when it comes to interacting with the snowmen. Oh. kill. That was fun. Still need their rare drop though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, nothing special when it comes to killing them with water. Oh, and if I teleport, then the frost fruit automatically melts. That's something I remember. Alright. It doesn't work on them. Yeah, they're immune to it. He wasn't. Yeah, I guess it just seemed useless to me because I picked the one target that seems to be immune to it. Okay, what am I supposed to do with this frost fruit? I guess it'll be revealed with time. Ooh, plants grow when I hit them with water. Interesting. And they yield more HP as a result. How about that? Are you resistant to water? Nope. Okay, good. That was reckless, but now I can grow HP on trees. I'm looking for there's some grass. Okay, normal grass doesn't seem to be positively affected. Oh god. This is where we started the game. That's just the regular Amulet of Greed. We've gotten that before. But hold on, let me check with the bestiary. Okay. I can try farming those guys later, whenever I'm back in the spider cave. Spider Acolyte has a drop. Stone Golem has a drop. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to need to be done off screen. The Raging Beastaurus. Yeah, we need to grab whatever you have too. They're probably not anything that good either, considering how these guys are all like early game enemies. It's just for completion's sake. Is there even a point to it when we've got the... what's it called? The Altera Spy, who we might not be able to complete due to not getting any Vimana gear wheels from it when we had the chance. I'm not even sure. Null Boss, now that we have its weakness, shouldn't be as much of a nuisance as before. Yeah, you. I hope we get another chance to get this thing to drop the Vimana gear wheels. I'm hoping that's what this means, for it to remain as triple question mark, because that's kind of unfair, considering how rare these guys are. There's only like probably 5 of them in that whole entire map. So many tries last time. We didn't get a single rare drop from these guys. And the aquatic figure also has something to drop. And then there's the shark thing. Let's see what its profile says. Project S. When the glacial orb fell into Baydral's hands, he subjected it to all manner of tests and experiments. He discovered that the orb had the power to control the sea, but no, it was not the orb. What? Man, these translation errors are gonna be the death of me. He discovered that the orb had the power to control the sea, but no, it was not the orb. Inside it resided the dormant essence of a creature thousands of years old. Unable to extract this leviathan of the seas, he instead attempted to replicate the creature, ending up with a specimen that, while incomplete and deformed, was powerful enough for him to execute his plans. I don't even remember what he said. His plans just sounded like generic evil guy plans. But maybe I'll be able to give it some more thought after I rewatch the footage, because I've honestly forgotten what he even said. Something about how the world will finally see his genius or something. Something along those lines is what I remember him saying, but I'll judge it after I look at it again. Okay, characters. I mean, we've met Baydral before, so I don't think there's anything new on him. Oh, never mind. Didn't we already have you from talking to you towards like the beginning of the game when we first came to Hafen? I remember taking the side route down before going to Hafen City and coming... okay. Rumor has it that he was one of the first of Terragaya's inhabitants, and considering his knowledge, that's not too hard to believe. He is probably the most famous Feast on Neptus, his homeworld, where he is regarded as a legend who brought an end to the constant wars fought between the various Feast tribes. Unfortunately, the only way he could think of to end such conflicts was to curse the seas, turning any Feast that decided to enter foreign waters into a monster. Baydral has always been highly respected in Terragaya, but some years ago his personality and attitudes changed, leaving a shadow of his former self. In the end, his dark obsessions brought about his demise. Okay, I guess that's confirmation that he actually died. But also, some years ago, his personality and attitudes changed. So he was, like, I guess a person of character. But something happened. Maybe the parasites had something to do with it? I don't know. Gardener guy. I'm wondering, now that we have the power of water, if we can water his garden and get something out of it. Wait, there was a save point over there. I think, right? know. There it is. Okay, off to Hafen City. I think I want to come at it from the outside, actually. And also, before that... Yeah, we know the frost fruit's dead. Wait. How does water interact with you? Nothing. Oh yes, that is probably the best utility I'm gonna get out of that move. Until I can figure out which enemies I can reliably freeze with it. Can you be frozen with it? Oh, yes you can. Ow, I'm stunned. It was somewhere down here. Oh. Well, that was easy. It was somewhere down here that I had the encounter with Liandris just now. Yeah, right here. This was it. Okay. Just wanted to confirm that this scene didn't take place in like some sort of... in a location that wasn't actually accessible on the map. These guys continue to be some of the most annoying enemies in the game. They don't even throw as many hammers as the Hammer Brothers from Mario, but they still somehow manage to be just as much of a nuisance. Rare drop. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Now, I think I collected enough Radiant Bygools for the next whatever it is that Sirfiel's gonna do. Anything new from you? I think that's an old line. Yep, also an old line. I remember that one for sure. And there was a side quest. I saw a green exclamation point. Oh, Brigger's Diary, I guess.
Day 12. This world challenges the foundations each and every one of our religions is based on, and not just that. Our way of looking at life will never be the same again. Was it the will of the gods that brought us here?
Oh my god. My throat can't handle this today. Okay, maybe some water will help. Where was I?
If true, then I reject it. If I must choose between them and my kingdom, I will accept any punishment they deem fit for me. Riva, how I long to see you again and tell you everything about the great beyond.
And then day 26.
I haven't stopped searching for the reason why we were so snatched away,
Why we were so snatched away? What?
I haven't stopped searching for the reason why we were snatched away and taken from our lives in Zarga. I've thought of 1,000 theories, but at the end of it all, I always come back to the same point. Arxel isn't here with us. Perhaps it's a little too soon to point fingers at a friend. May the gods forgive me if my dark suspicions eclipse my confidence.
Yeah, I'm doubting Arxel too. I've been doubting him since the beginning.
Day 33. Being infected by that parasite has changed me. There is no doubt about it. The feeling of suffocation gives way to defeat and submission. It plays with you, leaving you lucid one moment and in a blind fog the next, manipulating your actions and thoughts. There's a strange sensation of power. It awakens abilities in you that you didn't even think were possible and exploits your potential. Experiencing that has made me go back to thinking about Arxel again. If that parasite brought out that much power in me, what could it do to someone like him? Was the earthquake just a coincidence? The more I think about it, the closer I get to believing it wasn't. I hope you're all right, old friend.
So there's a possibility. Well, they did say what were they called? The Chroma did say that the parasites came to their planet, so they're not exclusively showing up in Terragaya. So it's possible that Arxel got infected by a parasite and... Well, I mean, it's just as likely, if not more likely, that he just got bribed by the other side or had his own agenda and was playing both sides. We'll find out when we find out, I suppose, but he does seem to be at least one of the bad guys here. General Brigard won't stop training, even though they've asked him to get some rest.
I suppose he can't help it. If he didn't have the urge to outdo himself, he wouldn't be Zarga's general. By the way, were you the one who made the earthquake stop?
Who else?
Yeah, I don't know why I asked that.
I mean, give Melian some credit before he goes a little too far with his need to prove himself. Oh no, I already know where this is gonna be. Spider Lair. Callie the Pyromaniac. A reward is offered for defeating Callie the Pyromaniac. He was last seen in the Spider Lair. Yeah, I'll accept it. Seriously? You read this and decide to return to that horrid cave just like that?
It wasn't that bad. It was well decorated.
Grouper, at the very least, they made human sacrifices. What?
The glass is always half empty for you.
What about your belly? Is that half empty or half full? I feel like my mackerel voice is off from what it used to be. Okay. And of course we can accept multiples of these at once. I mean, the only reason not to accept them would be if you want to explore there and you don't want to be ambushed by these guys. Project 0.5. Interesting. A reward is offered for destroying my create, a very evil monster who traipses uncontrollably around the sunken laboratory. Its name is Project 0.5 Pre-Alpha. My creation. Who posted this? Was this available before our fight with Baydral, I wonder? Or is this somebody else?
Baydral, why don't you go with him this time?
Why don't you go?
Because I'm the treasurer.
I haven't heard that one before.
I'm needed here to give the soldiers who complete tasks their rewards.
Soldiers, plural? He's practically the only one who's dealing with the local fauna. I doubt he needs me.
So you think General Brigard needs you more then?
Yes? No? I suppose not. But these are my orders and I don't plan on moving from this spot.
What a firm soldier you are when it interests you.
Okay. I mean, who knows where they might show up. But, well, I have a pretty decent idea of where this guy will show up. There's only really 2 locations where he could be. Either with the first group of acolytes or with the second group that we found deeper in the lair after unlocking the water element. It was Adamant. Seems like word's gotten around that you and the other guy saved the city. The other guy has a name, you know. I'm proud of you. To be honest, I knew Sirfiel's brother was tough enough for this. All he had to do was try. So you've worked together with those fish people. I'd never have imagined that beings like that existed, let alone that they'd cooperate with Zarga. Although I suppose I shouldn't be so surprised. It seems that anything's possible in this city. Look at that, Million. You're getting acknowledged by Adamant. That's good enough, right? You don't need to go out and do something reckless, right? Right? I think this is old dialogue. First-class material. Were the peg bombs useful? No need to carry too many, but make sure you don't run out. You never know when you're gonna need them. Let's sell. I think I have some extra. Let's see. Amulet of Greed. How many do I have? I have 2. I can sell 1. Oh, if it doesn't have an arrow next to it, then I only have 1. Right, that's how I could tell before. So anything that I have duplicates of. Okay, do you have anything interesting to sell other than... Oh? That looks like a new thing down there. Wait, I can straight up buy a potion pouch. Sea green fruit. The juice from this fruit will heal you to 70% health. Will I just find some naturally, maybe? Potion pouch, vial pouch, shard pouch, Tempest Mine's key. Hey, I think we need that. I think that's what was at the end of that one route in the Forest of Fear that required us to do the bubble thing. Bone Pendant Plus Plus. I think I already have one of those. And these are all just... That's the regular electrifying cloak, which we don't have. We've got the enhanced version of that. Spiny Shell. Reflects 10% of damage received in melee combat back to the attacker. And Mirror, plus 20% defense against petrification, in reference to the Tale of Medusa, of course. Interesting. Well, if I can't find these naturally, then I'll come back and buy them. But for now, I think most of these are just going to drop from somewhere. This, however, is a key item. Keys from the Tempest Mine. They're old and covered in scratches, likely the result of Balof's adventures. I will buy that. And of course, we will buy these. Of course they're limited, that's no surprise. I have a limit of 4 of these. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up finding these naturally. What was the other type of fruit that I had? Let's see. Yeah, this. It was called Legendary Fruit. But yeah, now I have room for more potions. How nice. There was a path over here that I didn't take. What was behind it? What was the trouble with... Okay, I need to be in slime mode to get through here. How do I turn into a slime over here? Because I can't... Yeah, I can't climb... I guess there's supposed to be a way to actually get in there from the other side, actually, and then I turn into a slime to come out here, go down this way, and maybe that solves that little puzzle? Who knows? But whatever it is, I clearly don't have the solution now. I mean, I could crawl in there. We don't need slime mode for that, but it's whatever. At least we shouldn't need it, but... Game design... I still have no idea where to start your little side quest. We picked it up and... never really got anywhere with it. Can we forge anything new?
So, looks like we're gonna be good buddies after all. What can I hammer for you?
Let's see, can I upgrade this? I have 12 Ragnarite, so yeah, I can upgrade my weapon. And I guess that changes it to gold. And upgrading my armor. I'm 1 Rocky Right short from another armor upgrade. And my staff has not turned gold yet. Okay, 1 more upgrade and then it'll change color. Where am I supposed to go? There's a side quest waiting for me over there. Okay. Where's my main quest, though? Make preparations in Hafen to ensure you survive the high temperatures of the Fire Temple. Oh. I don't think we want to talk to you just yet. I mean, it's not a main quest, but still. Oh, okay, I have to do that before I can turn in my Baydral. Okay, let's go talk to Baydral. Anything in here first?
I see. So Baydral was behind everything. That explains a lot. The distance, the change in attitude. In another time, he was a good friend and a wise advisor who you could trust. It's a shame that not everyone is capable of finding peace here. Time always takes its toll in one way or another.
So he just went crazy without the influence of the parasites? I guess, yeah. Some people... I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I come across a story of where people who are basically immortal just lose it after a couple thousand years. But they're not completely immortal here. Like, they can still die, so if they get tired of life, they could just, if they really wanted to, they could just end it, but...
Has the cannon at the city gate caught your attention? Apparently, some time ago, word got around that if we refused to find the Guardian, he would turn up here and destroy the city in revenge. I don't really know where that rumor came from, but many took it as truth and began constructing the God Killer, as they call them. I can't say I approve, but neither will I deny people their desire to protect this city, whatever motives they may have. I've never seen creatures like that before, nor have I seen the Valkyries so worried. I have a bad feeling about all this.
Can we climb up there? No. It doesn't look like there's anything we can do up there anyway. Okay, talk to Brigard first.
How goes it, soldier? You were able to put a stop to those earthquakes, right? My muscles are still stiff, but with a bit of training, it will all work itself out. This girl, Baydral, she's very keen. She's helping with my recovery, and learning to fence. She'll make a good soldier.
Okay. Interesting. So we went from magic training to this, which, I mean, yeah, why not combine both?
Yeah. How's it going, soldier? We're training to keep us in shape while we recover. Your general is incredible. It's amazing how easily he can move that massive sword. Ha! Learning to fence is much more exciting than studying magic. Though it would be incredible to be able to use a sword. I know. Why don't you do me a favor? I hear stories from adventurers all the time, and they always seem to match up on one thing in particular.
They often talk about a sword abandoned near the mines on the Tempest Plains. I've always wanted to go and see it for myself when Cranky Jivon lets me outside Hafen. I think it'd be the perfect sword for me. I suppose that, if you bring it to me, I'd have to change my mission from finding it to taking it back once I've learned to use it. What do you say? Do you accept my quest? Yeah.
Sure, we'll get you a sword. I'm sure Jivon will be thrilled about this. Let me save and try challenging Uter again. I don't think we have the means to succeed, but just in case we do, it doesn't hurt to try. Alright, Uter, let's see what you've got. What voice did I give you?
So even under this city you can find dangers.
Well, no, let me try that again.
So even under this city you can find dangers. Once again, the hero saves the day. Are you alright? You're paler than usual. If I didn't know you better, I'd say something was seriously wrong. Take it easy or you'll end up as serious as Brigard.
Competition 2? Oh, right, because we did beat him the first time. When he wasn't flying, I think. Am I remembering that correctly?
I knew you were just playing hard to get. Go on, show me how fast you are if you want one of my spawn lances. Grab your things, we're going. How exciting.
Yeah, there was a first race and a second race, and we failed the second one. I think I'm remembering that correctly.
Even though Urka's injured, he's still the fastest horse in Zarga, so don't let your confidence get the better of you and give it your all. Let's go!
Oh, wait, can I restrict him with that one spell now? Oh no, that would have been amazing if that were an option. Nope. We do not have the means to win this. I guess I haven't been doing all the air dashes that I can either, so that's contributing to the problem. But yeah, we just need something that lets us run faster, or a longer air dash or something, because I don't think even perfectly timing our air dashes here is gonna help. We're missing something. Do you say anything new? No. is there anything new out here that I could do? We came out of there. Oh. Bubbles. Oh yeah, there's something we can do here. Yeah, we've already been down here, so nothing new to discover there. Huh. I don't... Is there, like, some sort of entrance here? Or is it just a place to take a breather while climbing? Hold on, let's try bombing it. I'm probably gonna regret this. Yep. Yeah, nothing. I probably tried it before and forgot. Checkpoint is good to have. Let's see. Oh. Almost caught me by surprise there. The bubble puzzle is right above my head. How to get to it. Okay, there it is, but how do I reach you? Yeah, there's no air dashing my way through that. Alright, double reflection for the win! I guess I need to be able to climb up there somehow. Oh, okay, I see what it is. So, we need to get the power of wind to activate this thing, and that'll help us somehow get to that hydro bubble. Okay, we're not ready for this one yet. This looks like a very good place for testing out the... I keep forgetting. The Elemental Touch 2 is what it was called. Oh, right. And you're here. How do we break you out? There's gotta be wind at this point. Either that or there's a special weapon, but I'm thinking wind. Nope, Yeah, it's probably gonna end up being wind. What did I do? Oh, no. Wrong button. Okay, not something we can deal with yet, but I'll have to remember to come back for that. Well, infected Avalarian. Remember, there's a Baydral in the garden. I'm glad I chose to walk here instead of just... Wait, can I interact with these at all? No? I could have sworn I could whack the bushes before.
If there's nothing else I can do for you, I shall continue with my duties.
I could have sworn there was something here in the garden that I could interact with. Fire in the fireplace either. Is that a broken pair of glasses right in front of the fireplace? Well, there's a broken table. I don't remember if that was there before. Oh, wait, right, because we crash landed through here. Yeah, that must have been there before. I just didn't pay attention to it, or I did notice it and forgot. This is what happens when you go over a month without playing a game. Or even if you play it continuously, it's still possible when you're playing it just 1 week at a time to forget stuff like that. Couldn't climb up any further on that side. Well, I know where I can go to farm these guys now. Gonna have to at some point because, again, they've got that rare drop. Nice. Can I go in here? I guess not. I wonder if I can grab that chest now. What's down there? Just a cave that I already explored, it looks like. Oh. here before, and that's why I can't get to that chest. Okay, back we go then. Alright, now I want to try fast traveling to... Let's see... What other locations are there? I didn't see any hydro bubbles in the floating module, not that I can remember, but let me look at the map. Oh, wait. I can't look through this one. Okay, now, let's see. Any hydro bubbles? I see luminous pools, so there's that at least. And there's a chest I never got to. And there's more luminous pools, so yeah. May be worth it to go back to the floating module. I think we completed the pyramid, right? Is the pyramid is at 95%. What are we missing? 4 chests. There's one of them. I need a key for it. And I guess the other 3 are on the back side. So if I don't see them here. No idea where they could be. Yeah, all I see is the one over there. But we've now discovered that hidden chests are... Oh, right, there was a place in here similar to the hidden chest that we got today. But where was it? There was a place. I think I remember there was a place with that yellow amber stuff, whatever you want to call it. There was a place in here. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, now that we know hidden chests are a thing, I guess 3 of them are hidden because I think we've got the whole map. Well, it's saying 95%. Is that 95% map visibility or 95% factoring in finding all the chests? Let me see if there's another map that's... Okay, this map is 100% and I've got 19 out of 19 chests. This map is 94% and I've got 14 out of 15 chests. We're missing just one somewhere. I don't think it's 94% in terms of coverage because we've got all this area over here, if it even counts. I would think at least some of it counts. I think it might be based on finding chests. And here we've got what I think is a complete area. Yeah, I think it's just based on finding chests. So we might have just fully mapped the pyramid. There's just hidden chests in there. The fire temple, 4%. We don't even know what's here. Forest of Fear, 85%. Well, I see where one of the chests is. We're gonna need wind for that. And I think down here is our next destination. I'm pretty sure this is where that key we bought from Baloff goes to. Let's see, 2, 7... 9 out of 34. Yeah, that's a little more than a quarter of pickups missing, so yeah. The completion percentage is about items found, it's not about area mapped. Okay, well, then I think what I'm gonna do is just continue the main quest. And that will lead towards getting the wind orb, hopefully, and then we can explore if it doesn't take too long to get the wind orb anyway. But there was another green quest marker. What else do we have? What other side quests are there? Don't tell me it's Jivon. No. Who else has a side quest for me? Oh, is it Uter? Doesn't look like it. Someone up here. No, I passed it. You guys? No. I think it's just... Yeah, I think once we talk to Sirfiel here, I think the green marker is because we got the Baydral for her for the next stage of whatever it is. Did I not? Oh, I hit exit talk.
Ah, and who do we have here? Take a seat. Ah, I see. The whole world's busy today. Are you planning some sort of party without inviting me? It's a joke, soldier. Relax. What? Magical items? Yes, I asked Brigard to put this knowledge into practice, so I'm putting together equipment with different magical properties. Resist high temperatures, eh? Yes, I have something for that around here somewhere. Just a moment. But I left it right there.
Oh no, Melian took it, didn't he?
I can't see it anywhere. Soldier, I have bad news. It looks like someone has taken the volcanic pendant that would have protected you from the extreme heat. Without my permission. But don't grieve just yet. I can make you another. Let's see how it went. Aha, yes, I see. Alright, I crafted the last amulet using an element that one of your friends was kind enough to bring me. It can be found on the highest snowy peaks at the furthest edge of the western Tempest Plains.
That's what the frost fruit is for.
The element in question is frost fruit, born by the frost tree. I'm afraid that if you want the amulet, you have no other option than going to find it. If you decide to make the effort, I'd be delighted to help you. Ah yes, something of particular importance. Collecting the frost fruit is half the task. When you have it, you'll have to come running straight back. Once it's plucked off the tree, it'll start to melt. So if you lose it along the way, you'll have to go back for another one. Right, that should be everything you need to know. Whatever you decide to do, I'll be here. I'm going to carry on reading while you think about it.
Okay, and now we can do the Baydral part of it.
This place is glowing! Well, aren't you just an excellent collector? Well, I imagine you're dying to know what I've managed to cook up with the essence from these insects. Sorry, but once again, you'll need to drink a completely unknown and potentially dangerous concoction. Go on. Aha, do you feel different? Your body will now prolong the effects of vials on you, meaning you can take advantage of their benefits for longer. I know the idea excites you, but just you hold on a second, soldier. Do you think you'd be able to bring me another 20 Baydral? Don't look at me like that. This benefits you more than it does me, after all.
Sure, you keep saying that.
You know where to find me. I'll be waiting patiently.
What a slave driver. Oh my goodness, we got 2 Baydral related side quests? What was that? Let's see. Where are my quests? I've forgotten where to look for them. They're not in here, right? Okay, here they are. The bag. Okay, soldiers on the menu. Right, I still haven't found that last soldier. And the reddish blade. Sinka is planning to restore one of her daggers with garner rock. Perhaps you've seen a weapon with a blade forged from this reddish mineral. Find it for her in exchange for a new trick. Yeah, I have no idea where this thing could be. You'd think if they give us a quest this early in the game, as early as they did, we've had this pretty much since we got to Hafen, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe after our second trip out of Hafen. And still no idea where this could be. I know we need something new in order to finish this one. And yeah, these 2 I can find. Find a sword in the mine that Edel can continue her training with. In the mine. And then, let's see, the last Baydral. Oh, it wasn't 2 quests, it was, I completed Oh No More Baydral. That's what appeared on the screen first. And, okay, there's 20 more left, and then that's the end for the entire game. Okay, let's get that frost fruit. There are no other side quests popping up on the map. Yeah, the Baydral one was that green one. Wait, what am I thinking? Here's this thing. Tempest Plains West, Blizzard Peak. I'll save here and let's give it a shot. I mean, it took its sweet time when I was going through, like, the desert area, so I think time is not going to be that big of a concern. I imagine there's a lot of breathing room on this. Okay, lucky crit there. Ow. There's a chance we might get the drop from you. No. I really have to go through the spider lair. Actually, it's probably better not to save along the way, just in case I need to restart. No special drop from you. Oh well. See what's the most direct way to get through here. Oh, okay, just straight. I won't complain about that. Wait, can we? No. I was wondering if we could freeze the water here. We can put out that fire, for what it's worth. Okay, there it is. They're really making us run this whole distance. At least it's mostly early game areas with no super challenging enemies. Imagine if we had to fight a boss along the way. I mean, it would make things more interesting, but also more annoying. Okay, just started to drift. I think we are good on time. Okay, my health is full. Wait. Yeah, this path works. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is the place where... Okay. That's the mine. That's probably where Balof's key goes. Well, I'm glad I took this path then, because I wouldn't have thought to look here. probably something else that we can use the frost fruit for, besides this one quest. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like some sort of hidden extra. Alright, and we leveled up, fighting mere slimes. Not mean to do that. There, sit still. Frost fruit is melting, of course it is. But we're close. We are very close to the finish line here. I think we're good. Because I think there's one more warning after this and then it's gone. So I think we're good. Alright, we have it.
What? Oh, you've got it. Quickly, there's no time to waste. Just a moment. Phew, that was close. Here it is, the volcanic pendant.
I guess I have to equip it, right? Crafted specially for you by Sirfiel, this pendant will protect you from the high temperatures of the Fire Temple. I hope it's just like a key item and not something that I actually have to use one of my amulet slots for.
I hope it's worth the trouble. It's such a useful little thing that you don't even need to hang it around your neck for it to work. Just keeping it somewhere on you will be enough.
Okay, so we don't have to equip it.
I think if I left Zarga's army and set up my own item enchanting shop, I'd end up being very rich. What do you think? Though, I can't stop thinking about it. Where have I left the other amulet? Anyway, these things turn up when you're not looking. If that's all I can do for you, I'll continue with my fascinating reading. I read something curious about this city's construction. Did you know who the founders were? Jivan, a person known as Lady Sibunier, and no less than Baydral himself. From what I can tell, these three were the highest authority in Hafen, and took in anyone who decided to stay under their protection. Unfortunately, Lady Sabunier disappeared, and Baydral, with time, became unhinged. He lost the respect of much of Hafen's inhabitants, turning miserable and sullen. Maybe living that long isn't as great as it seems. What would have to go through his head for him to spend the rest of his days cooking up who knows what sorts of plans?
Your guess is as good as mine, so I guess we've got 30 of these critters roaming around in here now. My oh my. And there's still 20 more out there to find. Okay. I have 2 mastery relics, so I could go for this, but yeah, I didn't find this to be all that useful because I don't really rely on shielding all that much. Yeah, these 2 might be the last ones I get, actually. Let me see, mental shield. Well, we have been getting a decent number of status effects lately, so this might not be such a bad idea anymore, and it only costs 1, but I want to test this thing. And I guess I could test it, I could choose it right now and I'd still be able to test it. I just hit a bunch of enemies and see if I'm afflicting them with statuses 10% of the time or 15% of the time. But I think I'd rather stay here and have a baseline to compare to. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and then I was gonna look at quest menu, a magical resource. Sirfiel has managed to create a volcanic pendant. Equip it and head to the entrance of the fire temple located in the Forest of Fear, where Liandris will open the door for you. Okay, so what did I do? I did not mean to do that. I hit that by mistake, but it's okay. We'll encounter more potions than we can use anyway, and I need to make progress towards that drink 100 potions achievement anyway. I was trying to open the map, that's what it was. I was gonna try and open the map and... Okay, my main quest is... Huh, there's a chest here that's showing now. 2 chests. Why is this chest visible all of a sudden? And yeah, I had a feeling the entrance would be that way. Okay, then the key really was for the place that we just passed on our way to deliver the frost fruit. And I think I want to go there first, just because otherwise I'll forget about it. I could have teleported here, what was I thinking? That chest just straight ahead. Somewhere like here. Yep, right here. There's gonna be some sort of hidden path. Burn this? No? I don't see any cracks, so I don't think bombs are gonna do the trick here. why sand would work. Okay, I see something red flickering among the leaves down there. Down left from me. So maybe we can enter this place from below somehow. Nope, I can't drop through. Okay, let's try bombing. Yep, that doesn't work. And if I try it on this side... Is there a path down here, maybe? There's also an achievement for finishing enemies with weapons, so I'm gonna try and go for some dagger kills. I think we have to kill how many enemies? It was a big number. Was it like 500? I'll have to look it up later and confirm. Just drop through here. What on earth do they want me to do? I keep doing this. No. This is what I want. Yeah, not sure. I'll leave it alone for now. See if I can think of something later. Anyway, off to the mines. If we can even open them. I mean, I'd have to assume that's where Belof's key leads. Okay, it was in the Tempest Plains right next door here. Yep, there. And is the Bible still up here? No, we grabbed that one. Okay. Alright, we got the right door. Tempest Mines. This is where we can start the little side quest for Miss Edel. Okay, fine. You asked for this. Right, and they leave behind a stupid poison puddle. now they've got pickaxes. Okay, and my aqua abilities don't seem to affect this thing. Aqua, water, I don't even know what to call the elements anymore. Oh my goodness, you can jump that high, huh? These guys would make great targets for trying to analyze that elemental touch 2. Poison puddles. Oh. Can't jump through that bridge for some reason. Potion. Ammo's good too, I suppose. Anything in here? Nope. Before I go down there, there was a path this way. Oh, there's something I'm hitting here. Okay. Doesn't mean anything. What's the point of moving this thing? Just blocking these spikes, I guess? Okay, so I need this thing somehow, in some way, to hold that button open, it looks like. But not quite sure yet on the how. Okay, let's see what's down here. Yeah, that's as far as we go, I guess. Wow, really? Oh. Almost fell for it again. Those rats are the worst. Blood ring. I think I already had one of those. It doesn't even open by that much. explore upward and see if there was anything I missed up here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, it would open just enough for a pig bomb to get through. Okay, I see. I think I understand. If I drop a pig bomb over here... Okay, now I get it. The purpose of this is so that the pig bomb can run over it. Without being hit by the spikes. Okay, I get it now. Pig bomb, there you are. There we go. Oh, and let me switch back to daggers. Where are my daggers? There. Oh! The sword in the snow, I guess, instead of the sword in the stone. Call me King... I guess not Arthur, but... I don't even know what to modify the name with. An abandoned sword. It looks as though it's been left untouched for years. And, of course, gauntlet. Oh, these guys. Great. Over here. Yeah, I don't want your poison puddle to be too close to the center. That ice move is great. Poison puddles. That wasn't too bad. It was nice of them to just send them one or two at a time. Much more manageable. Where did they even come from? hold on. I guess they just magically appeared on these two broken pieces of bridge and jumped off. Oh, well. Okay. Wait, is that 100% map completion? Okay. Well, Edel, we've got your sword now, so rejoice. Let me guess, they're gonna give us another weapon because we don't have too many already. Was that not enough? Hold on. There we go. Oh, I love that.
You found it! It's a bit grubby, but it'll be my first sword. I love it! Thanks, soldier. Here's your mercenary fee. Hey, don't even think about treating me like a little girl and take my money.
Now we're truly ready to face danger, aren't we? Ha ha ha.
No one stands a chance against us.
Okay, I'll take cash. I mean, it's better than making my list of weapons even longer. There's already too much stuff in here. Is there a way to check in the menu where all my weapons are? I think it's in here somewhere. Right, here. Oh my goodness, how much do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 weapons to cycle through. We're almost at double what you would get in your typical Mega Man game. I mean, I'm having a hard enough time remembering the order of my elements when I cycle through them. How on earth do they expect you to do that for weapons? It would be nice if what they could do to make this better, what they could do is they could give you like a favorite button where you could list some as your favorites, or it doesn't even have to be a favorite button, just a button to add or remove weapons from the cycle so that you can cycle through them through here. When you cycle through them, it skips over the ones that you don't want. They're not included in the cycle. That would make it much better, and maybe then I'd be more inclined to use weapons, but right now, as it is, there's just so many that you have to skip over to get to the one that you want, that in the heat of a battle, forget about it. You have to have the right weapon going into a big, continuous fight, or else there's no point. Even when you have plenty of time, like when you discover a bombable wall while exploring, it's annoying to have to cycle on and off of your preferred weapon, back and forth between bombs and other weapons, so it's... I don't know. And I'm just going with these daggers because they're cheap. Okay. Should I call it a day here, or should I press onward just a little bit more? I have a feeling we will get the wind orb if I press onward, so maybe I should preview that. Let's go ahead and fast travel. And let's see what happens in here.
It seems you are ready, brave soldier. I cannot intervene, not in your battles nor that creature's, but I will open the temple door for you. It is done. Do not waste time. Save this world and, with it, your own people. You have gathered many souls and become stronger. If anyone can try to stop Ratatosk, it's you.
Okay, let's walk in and see what there is to see. Oh, right. Fire Temple. I never did check. I mean, Sirfiel's dialogue hinted at it being just like a key item, not something we have to equip. Okay, I think it's there. No. Where is it? I don't see it. Please tell me it's not. Volcanic Pendant. Crafted specially for you by Sirfiel, this pendant will protect you from the high temperatures of the Fire Temple. And it has Magnet, so that's good. Magnet and Clairvoyance, and Brossus, plus 25% defense against the burned state. Well, that's not a terrible substitute for, I think it's my Electrostone plus plus. Let me check. No, that one has Magnet on it. This one has Clairvoyance, Evasion, and Vaccine. And that Evasion has been saving us a lot, though. I don't know if I want to get rid of that. Three, 5, 10. 3-5 and increased crit chance. I suppose it is better than the Electrostone plus plus. I think I'd rather have the 10 MP than 0.15% crit chance. That's nothing. I think it was supposed to be plus 15%. 0.15%. Not even a full percent. That... I think that's an error. I think it was supposed to either say plus 0.15 or plus 15%, but not both. Because what is that? That's nothing. There's no way. They typed that wrong. Or maybe the decimal point is in the wrong place and it's supposed to be plus 1.5%. No, because if it was 1.5, they wouldn't bother writing the 0. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be 15%. I think it was supposed to be 15% crit chance, so I guess that's another thing that I'm gonna have to test. Where is my base crit chance listed anyway? I don't even know. Is that a stat that we have here? I don't see it. What does the map say as far as where my next destination is? Nothing. There's the part where it connects to the spider lair. Oh wow, this goes for a good while. This is one really big map. Look at that. Okay, well, I guess we will do this next time then. So, probably water is going to be useful here. I don't know if I have to have the volcanic pendant equipped, so I'm going to have to test that out first. I don't even know what protection from the fire would mean. If there are gonna be places where it's like this sort of red cloudy fog, then that's probably where I need the volcanic pendant. And if I walk into those areas and start taking damage, that's probably what it's gonna be. Otherwise, it was really just plot and nothing else, and there is no like mechanic that requires you to have that pendant. But yeah, we'll find out next time for sure, because I don't think it's worth it right now to do any more exploring in these previous areas. There seems to be a lot of stuff that is gonna require wind. I can't think of anything super urgent. Well, maybe we could go to the floating module next time and at least do those luminous pool puzzles. But yeah, I think I'd rather just, at this point, since we seem to be really close to it, might even be getting it next time, might as well get wind just so that we don't have to take yet another trip to each of these areas that we're revisiting. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Next time we press onward with questing, at least until we can get the wind orb, if it's coming anytime soon, and if we do get it, maybe I will take a detour and start exploring around all those other areas. Maybe we'll just continue pressing onward. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do. We'll decide when we get there. But yeah, that will be it for today. Hope you had fun watching, and take care until next time. Bye bye.